Hi everyone, Stephanie Diaz here again. Today I'm going to share with you some yoga basics. We're going to cover the warriors. We do these in almost every single class, at least the warrior 1, warrior 2. Hi everyone, Stephanie Diaz here. Today I'm going to share some yoga basics with you today, covering warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, and some of the modifications that go into each of them, or where you can grow within each of them. So let's start off with standing, or you can just watch me unless you want to do this along with me. We're going to come into warrior 1 first. For warrior 1, let's start off with on your right side. Your right foot will come forward, left foot back behind you. Your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Right foot straight forward, right knee on top of your right ankle. Traditionally, it's a heel-to-heel alignment, but for a lot of us, that just doesn't feel too great in the heel. So I actually prefer to have some space between both of my feet so that I'm able to turn my left hip forward as I pull my right hip back and both ribs forward. Arms will reach up. Press big into your left pinky toe to lunge forward into your right leg. You reach up. This is your warrior 1. Relax your shoulders down. Keep your tailbone tucked down. Good. Oftentimes where we go from here is we'll come into a humble warrior. With that, arms up, lift up, find length. As you exhale, interlace your hands behind you, puff up your chest with a breath in, and as you exhale, you fold forward, shoulders to the inside of your right knee, your forehead moves down to the ground. Keep the integrity of the stance in your legs, left hip forward, right hip back, so your hips are squared even as you fold over. Keep that bend into your front knee. And then you'll slowly lift up, reach your hands up. Usually from here, you go into a vinyasa, just your high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, down dog. Let's do that warrior 1 on the other side. We're just gonna pivot to the back, left toes to the front. Again, I like to take that wider stance in my feet. Left leg to the left of the mat, right leg to the right of your mat, right toes out at an angle. You can take up more space on your mat depending on how deep you want to go into your hips, but think of the action as right hip forward, left hip back, ribs even, arms reach up, press into your right pinky toe. This is a stretch for your ankle as well. Tailbone tucked, shoulders relaxed, you reach up. Let's go for that humble warrior on this side. Take an inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, interlace your hands, awkward thumb on top. Puff your chest up, breath in. And then exhale, fold it forward. Again, let me turn. Let's see, which way can I turn so that you can see? We're still on the left side. So you'll see, here's my warrior. Here's my knee. Chest is puffed up. Shoulders, head to the inside of the left knee. Left hip pulls back, right hip presses forward. And then you'll lift up nice and slow, reach your hands up. Again, at this point, it's a vinyasa. Hands down, plank, lower, up, and a down dog. Warrior 2 is a similar stance, except this time we're opening the hips. So warrior 1, think of your hips and your thighs rotating towards one another, to inner rotation. Warrior 2, thighs are rotating away from one another, outer rotation. For our warrior 2, this one is a heel to arch alignment. I'm starting on the right side, so right toes are forward. Your knee presses open. Again, outer rotation. Think of your thigh rotating outward to stretch. Arms open up. And here you can take an even wider stance depending on how deep you want to go into your hips, how much of a stretch you want to feel here. Shoulders are relaxed. Your gaze is to your middle finger. Find that same connection of your left pinky toe to that lunge forward. Warrior two, we often go into a reverse warrior. So flip your hand around. Reach your right fingertips back behind you. Keep the lunge in the front knee. We have a tendency to lift up a little when we go back into our reverse. Go here. Then you come back. Warrior two. Look for your middle finger. We're going to straighten up both legs so we can switch sides. Warrior two on the left side. Knee over ankle. Knee presses open. Press through your right pinky toe. Reach your hands away from one another. Relax your shoulders down. Look to your middle finger. Again, you can lunge forward some more. Widen the space from front to back. Flip your left palm so it's palm up. Reverse your warrior, reach it back. Again, we have that tendency to lift up, so find more depth. Reach. Reverse warrior, look up. Then come back through, warrior two. That's your warrior two with a reverse warrior. Finally, we're gonna do warrior three. Warrior three is more of a balancing posture. Your weight will come into your right leg. Your left heel will kick back behind you. Now this is the one that I would say has the most variations and modifications depending on where you're at, but you want square hips. Your lifted toes, you want all of them to point down. This is the variation. Arm forward is your traditional warrior three. Biceps by your ears. Hands to heart center for more stability and balance. Or airplane pose, arms reach back behind you. Again, continue to dial your left hip down. Lift your chest up. Let's release and switch sides. Weight over into your left leg. Right heel kicks up. Right hip down, left heel. Right hip down, left leg strong and rooted. Fingertips reach forward for your traditional stance. To heart center for that balance and stability. Reach it back for your airplane pose. Here you lift your heart. Kick your heel out, turn your toes down. And then release it down. There you go. So that's warrior one, warrior two, and warrior three. If we were maybe putting it into a sequence, it might look something like this. Maybe we start at the top, hug our left knee in, shoot it back, warrior three. Maybe drop down, warrior one. Take a breath in, look up. Interlace, puff your chest up. Exhale, fold it forward. Take one breath in here, breath out. Then maybe reach up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Take a breath in. Exhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, reach it back, breath in. Then exhale, we go for that vinyasa. High to low, upward to downward. Look to your hands, step your feet forward, lengthen your spine, fold, rise and reach. Hands come down for your Tadasana. We repeat that on the other side. Again, if we're putting it into a flow, connecting the poses, your right knee will hug in. Then you'll shoot it back, warrior three. Drop it down, warrior one. Take an inhale, look up. Exhale, interlace, awkward thumb. Breathe in. Exhale, lower it down, humble your warrior. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, warrior two. Adjust your stance, take a breath in. Flip your front palm, reach back. Reverse your warrior. And then hands come down, high to low, up to down. Look to your hands, step it forward. Lengthen, fold, rise, Tadasana. This is Yoga Basics You can take each pose individually and hang out in it and feel the stretch, or you can combine them all together to create a flow. Thanks for practicing today. See you later.